Alrighty, man. See you later. You got it. Now once we come up on the reef, we'll put that chum in there, and then we'll actually kind of drag it around the reef, and you know, just gets that chum out there, the scent, lets them fish know, hey, the feed's about to happen. But we want to get some ballyhoo here. Then there's yellowtails and mangroves and muttons. Yeah, go ahead.
Check out the bottom on that top right corner.
Yeah, so this right here is the 3D unit. This right here will paint the picture so you can see the reef, the higher and the lower, you know, the different like grooves that are in there. This is my DFF 3D transducer, so this is on the right side, the center, and then the left. And then this is my down sounder right here. So you'll see the fish starting to come up, and as the chum gets established, you can see like the fish are coming up here on the left side, right here on that 3D unit.
That's something else, ain't it?
Yep. So you can see as we finally get that fortress set, we'll be sitting here, and you know, it's nice to know like what side the fish are on. You know, say if you're in deeper water, you know, you can, if you're marking that way, if you're going to pitch a bait, you might as well throw it over that way as opposed to this way, you know, and it could be tunas or anything else, sailfish or all that. But we'll get the chum flowing, and
You need to text Vicky for the Christmas list?
that's right. I want a Furuno TZT3 for Christmas.
Vicky, Christmas just got expensive.
Shopping for the holidays or a personal upgrade? With countless purchasing options, it's easy to wonder, why should I choose Wholesale Marine? Simply put, quality, variety, and availability with a low price guarantee. Our inventory remains regularly stocked with premier products for your best boating experience. Wholesale Marine is proudly owned and operated as a family business with boating in our blood. Visit wholesalemarine.com and start your order today.
So this right here, we have the Tigris kites. There's different kites here. As you'll see, this is the white kite from Tigris. This is the light wind. This will fly in this wind as well. But this is more for the light wind. The yellow one is your all-purpose kite. That's going to be more for your 10 to 15 to 18 mile an hour wind. And then we have the high wind kite. And this right here is the blue one. It's got the holes in it, and it allows the air to pass through. So if it's like you're out here kite fishing and it's blowing 20, 25 mile an hour, this is the one like that you want. So it allows that air to pass through. On there's a little leather piece on there, so you'll be able to adjust the angle of the kite to either capture more wind or dump wind out of the kite, depending on it. So as I set it up here, you'll be able to see when I'm setting it up, I'll be able to test it and go, okay, yeah, this is flying straight, and then I can let it out. Tigris has got these 3 kite clips. We like to hang 3 baits off of there. If you're gonna fly the kite and do the work, you might as well have 3 baits out there. A lot of times we hook up multiple fish, multiple sailfish or mahi, and by having 3 out there, if you got 1, you get 1, but
Right.
2 or 3 is much better, So anyhow, they have this right here, and then what you'll see is put on are these the markers here. So this right here is your identification, so it's easy to monitor. You want to have them up, 8 feet off the off the water, so you can easily see them and then know like which bait's getting striked, or all of a sudden one goes down and you're missing one, and then you pick up that reel and start to reel, and you got that fish on. So that's what that does. These clips right here are going to hang off the kites, and there's different size holes in there with different size swivels to allow them to do it. We put them 40 feet apart, and then that way there, it's got the clip on there. It's kind of like your outrigger, your Tigris outriggers with the clips on there. If something hits it, it releases it, and this is the same concept for this. So we get set up. The nice thing about these Tigris kites is you need 4 spurs to fly it, and they give you an extra one in there. So if you happen to break a tip as you're putting it on or whatever, you don't have to call them up and say, hey, I need one, You know, they already send you an extra one with it. All right, so we got our kite here.
Use the anchor trusted by professionals. Fortress anchors are designed lighter, set faster, and provide stronger holding power than the competition. For the best value in anchoring safety and convenience, use the legendary Fortress anchor.
So we got the kite ready now, I adjusted it. So now here I'll be able to back off the drag, and then I'm gonna start sending it out nice and easy. And then once I get to my first clip, then I'm gonna shut it, and then, you know, it's ready right there. Yep, and then we'll hang the baits off, we'll send them on out.
So I wonder who the first guy was that invented the kite fishing.
Actually, one of the pioneers, his name was Bob Lewis. And at one time, he had his own set of kites, you know, the Bob Lewis kites. And then as time goes on, things get perfected. And then, you know, now we're using the Tigris kites. But yeah, Bob Lewis was a big pioneer into this. So it's kind of unique, though, flying kites. So.
Yeah, it's very unique.
So whenever the wife tells you to go fly a kite, that means go fishing.
See you later.
That's it. But what I'm doing here, so in our setup here, we have this split ring, or the solid ring. This is going to connect to that Tigris swivel, or the Tigris clip. This is our identification marker. This is the weight that actually keeps, you know, it down there, keeps it nice. And, you know, sometimes using like a pilchard, you want this weight on there to have that equal balance. So it's just not like flying with the wind. And then we have our bead on there, and then we have our AFW snap swivel right here. So put that on there, and then we have our leader. I'm using a 40-pound leader. And then here we have about 10 feet of 40-pound high seas fluorocarbon, and then we have a 5.0 Move 2 BKK circle hook. And then what we're going to do is attach this to that Tigris clip, and then we're going to send it out. And then I like putting the clicker on and having this open, so that when you send it out, it'll go easy. You can just hang on to that. So look, I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna take this ring and I'm gonna face it towards me to where the line can go in and out nice and easy. And there, I don't want to put it in this way, and then you see how it twists up.
Right.
And I'm trying to, you know, raise the bait and lower the bait.
Right.
Then it'll be a lot tougher. So I want to make sure that you twist it so it's coming in just like that. I'm gonna hang on to this right here, and then I'm gonna ease this line out. Nope, that's what the clicker's for. So now I got my second one, and then we're gonna put our first bait on there.
For over 80 years, Furuno innovations have helped more fishermen find and catch more fish than any other brand. And we're raising the bar again with Navnet TZ Touch 3's new PBG and Fish It Drifted technologies. Build your own three-dimensional shaded relief charts to find trophy fish others have missed. Perform accurate drifts the first time, every time. Be the one everyone follows. When you're serious about fishing, lead the way and get serious with Furuno.
Next thing you know, you get this bonus strike, and it could be a mutton snapper can come here in this shallow. It could be a sailfish, dolphin, kingfish, cobia.
Oh, just using that? No,
Yep.
Yeah. You got that ring on there.
So we put the little O-ring on there to stop it.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Go ahead. Put it down deep, and then by the time you come tight, that circle hook's designed to come on its way out, and as that fish is swimming away, it's going to grab right in the corner of his mouth. That way there, he's not getting deep hooked and hurt. Yeah, that's good. And now this one I'm going to raise up a little bit here. So, yeah, go ahead. You want to give it like a little crank? Good. Yeah. So, there you go. Yeah, that's good right there. And then, oh, you ready? Ready? Reel. All right. Yep, he got us. Yeah, it was a mackerel. All right, so right here, You see we got the bulk spool of fluorocarbon. This is 40 pound, high seas. So, you know, I'm gonna take a good, 10 feet off of here. And I'm gonna re-rig the one that just got bit off. So here, I'm gonna tie a loop knot. We just tie an overhand knot. And we go through that hole.
I thought something happened.
Cinch that down a little bit and then just tie one more overhand knot. And then that's gonna be our loop to put to the snap swivel. We'll trim that edge right there. Tag it. And then we're just gonna take this snap swivel, put it on there, and we're back in business. Circle from BKK, and we're gonna snell this hook. So we're gonna come in right through the front, like that, and I'm gonna form a loop right here. I'm gonna take up that tag line to where it's right about there. And then I'm gonna come under here and wrap it around 10 times. All right, pull that tight. And then I'm just gonna straighten up that leader, that line, and pull it on there nice and tight, just like that. And then I'll trim this tag in. So what this is gonna do, do you see like how this is forcing that hook to kind of go in? It gives it more of a pull, so when that fish eats and he swims away, it's gonna grab better. So we're ready for another bait. So anytime you see people flying two kites, they'll put like a pinch weight on this side, fly it here, pinch weight on this side, or 2 or 3, and then fly them that way. And then that way there you can have bait presentation over there, and you're really covering a good spread. We're at anchor here on the reef, so we'll just actually put this in the rod holder here and then hang the baits out there and go from there. And I always deploy it from the front of the boat because there's nothing here blocking you.
I got you.
If you try to do it in the back, you have this whole console blocking you. And plus people are getting ready in the back. I'll fly it here, I'll put it here, when I'm anchored up. Now if it's trying to fly over this way, then I'll move it to this side, but it's easier to adjust here and just get it up first.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it to it.
You have to wait until I do it.
Right.
How much room would you give this? Like right here?
Yeah, you want to be able to reach it, so you'd put it in the holder. And you can just grab the line and pull it down and then clip it, It's not like you got to come to here. You can grab it and bring it to you and work it,
Once you get to the first one, you're hooking it into a line. That's right. Put it down, hook it into a line.
Right, and just keep that clicker on and then send it out the second one.
So what is it catching?
It's right here, because see the swivel? Yeah, so it's a different size swivel right here. See this one?
Oh, it's
So
a swivel.
yeah. So it'll stop right there, and then the next one you'll see will be a larger one. So once again, we're gonna put this on the clip.
You have stops built into the kite line.
Right. So we have different size. Yeah, we have different size swivels. So then it allows the clips to pass through. Yeah. There you go. Now that one, so that clicker is down on that other one. So now I'll let it out again, nice and easy.
Are you on the 2? Yeah.